TDP Data System's proposed solution is to design a novel dashboard and algorithms for rural CBOs, nonprofits, self-advocates, and other stakeholders that provides them greater agency to create their own personalized solutions in real time using the platform's computer intelligence to evaluate, score, and rank partial solutions that can be combined to create holistic solutions for specific pain points associated with aging rural population of individuals who suffer from HIV/AIDS. The proposed dashboard will be built on top of TDP's existing collaborative data and decision-making platform that has been used in market since 2016 with large multinational corporations, universities, and government to de-risk and compress decision-making by 80% or more. This frees up humans to do more value-added and human-to-human activities. TDP's proven experience in markets around the world makes it low risk for this challenge. This data and decision-making platform streamlines the identification and evaluation of various solution providers across different pain points facing the rural HIV/AIDS community, such as access to quality of care both physically and mentally, access to HIV/AIDS community for peer support, reducing health inequalities, increased HIV/AIDS education, and more, all in a scalable solution. The proposed dashboard can be seen on your screen. CBOs, self-advocates, and other stakeholders will interact with this dashboard, while TDP's data platform system behind the scenes will generate solutions for them automatically. The first component of this dashboard will be for these stakeholders to seed the system with initial keywords and parameters around what they're trying to solve for. For example, if stakeholders are looking to generate solutions around access to quality of care, we could seed the system with keywords around quality of care, access to care, telehealth, telemedicine, etc. Stakeholders will have the ability to seed the system with multiple keywords. So for example, with the telehealth example, we could add in also the keyword broadband or wireless communication to ensure quality access to telemedicine for our proposed or potential solution generated by TDP's data platform. From there, we can set parameters to what we want results for. For example, if we were looking for solutions or solution providers from a specific geographical area, we can constrain the data with a specific geographic location down to the city level. Another example of a parameter that would fit in this instance would be looking for technologies that are off the shelf and ready to be implemented now. Once the stakeholders have seeded the system with keywords and parameters, TDP's data platform behind the scenes will generate potential solutions for them in real time. We'll show examples of how the system works and does this here shortly. Once the stakeholders have determined a potential solution to move forward with, they will move into project planning. They will leverage TDP's existing knowledge management platform to do this. And once again, we'll show examples of this here shortly. This platform will enable increased collaboration across entities. It will increase the probability of success and decrease the time to execute drastically. When the stakeholders have seeded the system with keywords, TDP's machine learning will expand upon those keywords in the following process. Those keywords will be put into a machine learning tool where the machine learning will go across the data set selected and identify the most associated terms to that input to expand what the system can find automatically for the stakeholders. This will result in increased potential solutions and technologies to be included into the computer-generated results. Once this system has expanded the keywords, it'll take those words and run a search across to the selected data sets set by the stakeholders. Here we can see some data lists that will run around HIV and community, and we can see that they overlap to create a short list of about 199 companies. These 199 companies are an example of an input that would be then added into the TDP generated solution. You can see here some of the different columns of data that TDP collects and the different parameters that can be used when filtering through the data from the input from the stakeholders when they see the system. TDP system scores out the data in real time via algorithms. Here we can see scorecards generated by the computer to evaluate startups in this instance. As you can see, a scorecard is generated for each piece of data in TDP's system. These scorecards are built around TDP's proprietary algorithmic scoring of the data. For this challenge, TDP will generate custom algorithms for the specific use case of aging HIV populations in rural settings. These algorithms will enable precision scoring for the specific use case at hand when evaluating the data, whether it be startups, patents, research papers, nonprofits, etc. This is an example output that the computer would generate for rural HIV aging populations. The first thing it would create is visualizations of keyword expansion from the machine learning process. On the right, we can see the top most associated terms, and in the center of the screen, we can see clustering based upon these associated terms. From there, the system would overlap the keyword lists that have been generated. We can see here two examples, in this case on the left, telehealth crossed with HIV/AIDS, and on the right, treatment crossed with HIV/AIDS. The system would run dozens of crosses automatically for us. Lastly, the system would create a visualization of a potential solution based upon the keywords and parameters that seeded the system. In this case, we can see a complex solution that combines technologies and capabilities of entities around telemedicine and telehealth for increased access of care in rural populations, low-cost wireless broadband to ensure quality connection to support these telehealth approaches. It also takes into account technologies around social media to increase connectivity and reduce isolationism. It includes capabilities for workforce development. It also looks at access to drugs through pharmacies specifically focused on HIV/AIDS medication and the transportation and distribution of these drugs in an autonomous manner for these aging populations. The system can produce countless potential solutions based on the inputs seeding the system. The more keywords and information that the stakeholders seed the platform with, the more complex and more holistic approach the system will create for them on their pain point they're looking to solve for. The system will then give them a summary of the different technologies included, and they can be shown here listed out. Once a solution has been generated and the team or stakeholders is ready to move forward with it, they can leverage TDP's project management platform, which includes project overview in terms of goals, hypotheses, members, and collaborators to be included in executing upon the project. It'll include functionality around chat, where you can spin up different threads to communicate with team members on different topics. This project management and project knowledge system will also give you access to assign individuals to tasks and set deadlines to those tasks to ensure project accountability and tracking of the project. The system also includes asset sharing. This is where individuals in the project can upload and share files amongst the team members of the project. There are permission controls of who can access what you upload, so you have control of what different collaborators can see. The system also has a section for scheduled activities, which gets into biz dev support, where we can keep track of who do we meet with, when did we meet with them, and what are the next steps. In conclusion, this dashboard will enable stakeholders to see the system to then have computer-generated solutions made for them. This system has been used to support rural use cases in the past around energy production.